afternoon, depending where you're at. It is a nice, bright day. Got the blade. I ended up having to take it off. So I took it off, and now I'm going to have to get it on. Got it all welded up. Here's my tap side, and this is the side that I put welded the bolts, the nuts into. What I want to do right now, I just noticed, is these threads right here are kind of dirty. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fire this up to get my blade on. Put you up here. Off. There we go. Sometimes when I put it on, Siri tends to pop up on me. So I'm going to blow these out real quick. A little bit of There we go. Okay. I'm going to fire up this wood splitter, and hopefully we can pull this back up to where I need to put those bolts in. It's going to be fun. I already know that. Might have to do a little bit of grinding. I fixed my grinder, so I took it all apart and got that working. So first things first, let's get this wood splitter fired up. I'm going to pull the piston all the way forwards and hook a chain up to it. Put this on. Let me get you guys moved so you kind of see what's going on. See, there we go. So I'm hoping my welds hold, because I'm not the best welder. Okay, here we go. Let's get this thing fired up. Got my logs in the background to test it on, so put this in. The wood splitter is not warmed up, so we're going to have to kind of take it slow before the engine warms up a little bit. Okay, we'll let that engine warm up. Move you guys over to here. Let's move you back a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing, I need to get this thing up to these bolts right here. So I got this chain. So I kind of want to take this and pull it up to here. Yeah, the wood's coming on. Odin, how you doing, sir? Okay, good. I can't get this thing anymore. I'm gonna put you guys at a new angle. Let's see if we can see everything. My favorite YouTuber. Thanks, bud. Okay, hopefully this works. I have to switch this up a bit. So I'm trying to pull it in. What's up, Odin? It's pulling it up like this. So I need to fix that. I'm gonna put some oil down there, see if I can grease it up to pull it in. weld this a little bit more. So the extension I have is bringing it up like this. I need a bigger hammer. Yeah, it's bending and my welds are like snapping up here. Not looking good. Hit it like a button for this. Oh, hit the like button for this guy. Yes, thank you. So this side is pulling it like this. So I need to pull this side a little bit more. So, yes. So here's my threaded bolts right here. This is where I welded this in. I need to get this lined up here. I think this right here is going to hit here and stop. But I need to get underneath here. I need to weld up some more right here, because if you look right here, the torque of it was snapping my welds a little bit. So I have quite a bit of gap. It snapped off my weld, so I'm gonna have to re-weld that up there. We're almost there. It was a lot easier pushing it off. Here we go. I went a little too far. let's hope we get so these bolts are not wanting to go all the way up into it. Put these on that side over here. So this side. I don't want to strip these out, so it's kind of a... We got the big boys. Got the first one in. So I cracked right here. You can see a crack on it because the other time I was putting too much force and it snapped this, and this is actually even a snap-on. So I got that side somewhat there. Those 5 bolts are in over here. I'm putting on the wood splitter. Found it. Okay, here's the question. Should I put the wood through first or should I re-weld this up? You guys ready? I need it to come up there. 3x4. Well, let's see how it goes. So there's, right here is the pile of regular. Now let's see how much kindling we got out of this whole thing. I put through 2 logs. So this is, there's our wood pile. I'll throw this one up there. that's a lot of waste. So, this is our good wood right here. And this is how much kindling I got. It's a lot of kindling. But see how nice this stacks? Where's my tape measure? I put my tape measure somewhere. I threw it on the ground. So this wood there's 4 inches by 4 with the bark, 4 by 3.5, 3.5 by 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 pieces 4 by 4. And then I got a couple smaller pieces of just the sides that goes. And then this is all the kindling that we got. Massive amount of kindling. But I did that in one swoop instead of... Yeah, I need to sell the kindling. I need to figure out how to sell kindling. See, now I got all these little bits and parts. The main thing I've noticed is I'm gonna need to come up here and put an angle iron or something to keep this, because this thing flexed down pretty good. I think with a multiple flexing, it's gonna break over here. I already have something in mind. I just need to weld it in. Actually, I got it thinking that hunk of steel right there, I'm gonna put up underneath here, but I need this right here is a cast iron, so that thing is useless. But there she is, guys. She cuts. Now I need to build another one that's a little bit bigger, but I think 4 by 4 is like, I think my clients will like that. Yeah. She pushes through pretty good. I know I need 2 pieces of wood set on here and here to do it, but looks good to me. I'll buy. Thanks. Well, I think I'm a week into this project, and the reason why I have those bolts down there is so I can swap out this blade for a bigger blade if need be. I'll set you guys back up. Oh, come on. Here we go. So, weld that up. Where do I put my gloves at? Right here. Should I put a couple more pieces through and see? Yeah. Or should I weld this up first? Well, if I go, I want to put another blade farther out. If I do that, I'm going to need to put something on there for sure, because it flexes down pretty bad. But here, let's stack this. I'm gonna push a couple more logs through and kind of look. I'm gonna try to do 2 at a time. See if that's better. Here, bud. Here. I should have built a video on how I did this, but here, I'll show you the wood splitter. So this is what I was working on right now. Thanks for the likes, guys. And I put this on. All this is new. This right here, I just rebuilt this. This is brand new. Built all the hoses for it. This is a Predator, a 22 horsepower engine from Harbor Freight. Here's a Lovejoy, pretty big Lovejoy. It's kind of warm. That's fine. This is a 16 gallon a minute pump. And then here's a sheet of metal, 3/4 inch steel that I used to mount the hydraulic pump to the motor. 60 gallon hydraulic tank, 25 gallon fuel tank. The reason why I went with a 16 gallon is because I had a 32 gallon pump. If anyone wants to buy a 32 gallon minute pump, I got one right in here. And it was just too big. The engine couldn't. Hi Kirk, how you doing? We want to push a couple more logs through the wood splitter, kind of see how it does. I might have to weld up a little bit. We'll see if we break it. Hopefully not. Keep our fingers crossed. Okay, I'm gonna fire this up. There she goes. Oh, holy. The one thing I don't like, nice job, thank you. Hit it till it splits it. Oh yeah. The one thing I don't like is I need to have 2 logs in there because it's so far out. I can't just get 1 log all the way through it, which I didn't realize. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. So what I might do is weld a extension onto this, a metal plate, so I can put 2 1.5 logs through it, pick it up, move it over, drop it, and then push it through there again. So I just put 3 logs through it. So let's stack her up. See how she looks, boys. There she is. And here's the kindling. I noticed with the bigger logs, I get less kindling. Not bad. So, why are you making a YouTube live while working? Said whatever your name is. I'm having fun. I just kind of built this wood splitter. I'm showing y'all. I'm not working really. I'm just playing around. But we got her split up. Now, time to haul it back to the wood yard. And thanks for all the likes, you guys. I appreciate that. Just don't ever stop being you. Yeah. Look at this. See, that's premium wood right there, I think. But, oh yeah, 30 likes. 2 more likes and you have my age. Well, guys, so actually might be able to show you. So out here on the farm, I don't have service. So I have to use Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna build a 400-foot extension cord is my plan. And so I can run a power out to my wood yard and set up the Wi-Fi extender and see if I can get a better view for you guys out in the wood yard so you guys can watch it cut a little bit better. I shouldn't be talking anyways. I do this type of stuff, LOL. Oh, I wasn't, nothing. Man, these bees. But, yeah, so I'm going to build that extension cord here soon, hopefully. I'm gonna have to fix my horse trough. I might live that once I get this out. I need to JB weld my stock trough. I'm not sure. Well, guys, you guys, a spider on you. I know, dude. The bees and the spiders are crazy. Well, here it is. It's cut. What I might do is throw a couple more tacks of weld right here. I need to clean up all this wood before I weld now because it will catch fire. Although I notice as it splits, it like pushes it down onto here. And it's been splitting fine. All the bolts are still in there. This one I didn't get in. This one's still loose. But 4 or 5 bolts on each side. Oh, you can actually see it slanted down. Maybe I need to put something up in there. There's a pretty good slant. And if it snaps off, I'm going to have to bring it all back over here and weld it up. Actually, let's do this. Let's see if that's a lot of force out there for someone who doesn't know how to weld. And there's no. So all this right here, let me pull this wood off for you all. I'll show you. So this right here, this little ramp I built to get the wood up from part A to part B. Put a 45-degree support on both sides. Yes. I was thinking right down the middle. So this right here is a separate piece. And all this big piece is welded all the way down here. And then I put the second piece on and then just welded it up right through here and here so it can go up. My only problem with, I'm going to have to do a support, but I can't interfere with from here in, because I'm going to have to go on this somewhere because this blade needs to come off and on. And you can see I kind of sheared it, pulling it on. But what are you doing? I built this wood splitter. Here. And I just put a 4x4 blade on. And now that's the wood it's cutting right here. So pretty good. Where's my hammer? Right here. I'll show you guys the blade. Oh, that's going to be a tough. Let's go this way. Well, you get the idea. So right in there is 4 inches. 4 inches, 4 inches, 4x4. And it cuts perfect 4x4 or 3 depending on the size. I got a lot of killing. And then I lost my tape measure again. How do I keep losing stuff? Oh, right here. So this is all red fur. But as you can see, moo, sheen, whatever. So we got a 3x4, 4x3.5. Well, we got 3.5 by 4. And then you run into like stuff that's on the sides that you're going to have a little bit smaller, but it's still burnable. This one right here is like perfect. 4x4 right here. You can't ask much better. And so here's my big blade. And then if you look right here, so I have step 1, and it comes up step 2, and then it goes through. So this is blade first cut right here, second cut right here, third cut right here, the fourth cut is right here. So everything is offset by 1 inch. So I have 1 inch before it hits any other wood, because I don't want them all hitting at once or it just won't split. Puts quite a bit of force to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces at once. I didn't revise it, but already stubbed for you. I didn't revise it. Well, thanks, bud. Well, guys, I'm gonna hook this up and try to get this out. Oh, I got dirty. And I have 3/4 wood to split up here. So I'm gonna get this out to the wood yard. I'll probably go live a little bit later today. And I need to first fix my horse trough. And what are the bolts for on the bottom? To hold this blade in. This blade is held in by these bolts. So I can take off the bolts and take this whole blade out and put a bigger blade if I have a client who wants like 8x8, or if I want a smaller, like a 2x3. So I have some clients who want like double it, so up to here 8. So I can pop this whole blade off the back end and put a different blade on and cut bigger sizes or cut even smaller sizes depending on what I want to do. Well, guys, peace out. I'll see you here in a bit. Got a lot of work to do. I'm going to try to get Wi-Fi out to the wood yard so you guys can watch it split. Take care. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. So do a 45 in the middle on the bottom and 2 on the sides on the top. Yeah, I need to figure out something. I just split till it breaks and come back and weld it up. It might work, it might not. We'll find out. Okay, guys, thanks for all the likes. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in a while.